What's up, United fans? Welcome back to United HQ Update, your #1 source for all Manchester United transfer news and rumors. Today we've got some massive news about Victor Osimhen that you won't want to miss. Transfer guru Fabrizio Romano has just dropped a bombshell regarding Manchester United's pursuit of the Nigerian goal machine, who's been terrorizing defenses with 26 goals in just 30 games for Galatasaray. According to reports, United are in pole position to sign the Napoli striker thanks to a special release clause that gives us a huge advantage over Juventus. Ruben Amorim has identified Osimhen as his top target to revolutionize our attack, and we've got all the details on this potential game-changing transfer. Before we dive in, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to United HQ Update, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our breaking news. Now let's get into this Osimhen story that could change everything for Manchester United's future. Manchester United's advantage in race for 26-goal striker Victor Osimhen. Are Manchester United finally about to land the elite striker they've been searching for? Recent reports suggest the Red Devils have a key advantage in the chase for Napoli's prolific forward Victor Osimhen. Let's dive into this exciting transfer story and what it could mean for United's future. The striker search heats up. Manchester United's new manager Ruben Amorim has made one thing clear since taking over at Old Trafford. He wants more firepower up front. While Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee have shown promise, Amorim believes the team needs a proven goalscorer to compete at the highest level. Enter Victor Osimhen. The Nigerian striker has been lighting up the Turkish league while on loan at Galatasaray, scoring an impressive 26 goals in just 30 appearances. His form hasn't gone unnoticed, with several top European clubs now circling. According to Italian journalist Niccolò Ceccarini, Manchester United have identified Osimhen as their ideal reinforcement for the summer transfer window. But they're not alone in their pursuit. Juventus, Arsenal, and Paris Saint-Germain are all reportedly interested in securing his services. United's secret advantage. So why might Manchester United have the edge in this transfer battle? It all comes down to a clever clause in Osimhen's contract. The striker reportedly has a release clause of €75 million, approximately £63.2 million. But here's the catch. This clause only applies to clubs outside of Italy. This gives foreign clubs like Manchester United a significant advantage over Italian giants Juventus, who would need to negotiate directly with Napoli. For Juventus, this creates a major hurdle. Their sporting director Cristiano Giuntoli knows Osimhen well from their time together at Napoli and considers him the perfect replacement for Dusan Vlahovic, who looks increasingly likely to leave. However, without the benefit of the release clause, Juventus would need to strike a deal with Napoli on certain economic conditions, something that could prove difficult given the rivalry between the clubs. Can United afford him? The big question for Manchester United fans is, can the club actually afford to bring Osimhen to Old Trafford? The honest answer is, not right now. United are not currently in a position to spend big on new signings without first balancing the books. Any move for Osimhen would likely depend on player sales and clearing out some of the high earners whose contracts are expiring. This financial reality explains why United's recruitment team, led by technical director Jason Wilcox and director of recruitment Christopher Vival, have drawn up a 5-man striker shortlist. They're keeping their options open while they assess the financial situation. The 5-man shortlist. While Osimhen appears to be a top target, United are also considering 1. Jean-Philippe Matita, Crystal Palace, though Crystal Palace reportedly want over £60 million. 2. Victor Gyökeres, Sporting CP, a player Amorim knows well from his time at Sporting. 3. Liam Delap, Ipswich Town, an emerging talent with Premier League potential. 4. Benjamin Sesko, RB Leipzig, a highly rated young striker with a bright future. Each of these alternatives would still cost north of £50 million, highlighting the premium price for quality strikers in today's market. But would any of them offer the same immediate impact as Osimhen? What makes Osimhen special? When you watch Victor Osimhen play, it's easy to see why so many clubs are interested in him. At 25 years old, he represents both immediate quality and long-term value. Osimhen is a physically imposing center-forward with a right-foot preference. He combines explosive pace with strong aerial ability and clinical finishing, making him a constant threat in the penalty area. His playing style can be broken down into several key strengths: physical presence and strength. Osimhen uses his size and strength to win physical battles, hold up the ball, and create space for himself and teammates. This would be particularly valuable in the physical environment of the Premier League. Explosive pace and movement. One of his standout qualities is his quick acceleration. Osimhen can burst past defenders in an instant, making him difficult to track when he's running into space behind defensive lines. Aerial ability. Standing tall, Osimhen is excellent in the air. He wins headers both in attacking situations and when defending set pieces. His ability to score from crosses would add a new dimension to United's attack. Clinical finishing. Perhaps most importantly for a striker, Osimhen knows how to find the back of the net. He's a composed finisher who can score with both feet from various positions and angles. Work rate and pressing. Modern football demands that strikers contribute defensively, and Osimhen doesn't disappoint. He shows a willingness to press opponents and helps his team win back possession high up the pitch. Link-up play. While primarily a goal scorer, Osimhen can also contribute to build-up play. He holds the ball well and can bring teammates into the game. Box presence. Osimhen has a natural instinct for finding space in the penalty area. He reacts quickly to loose balls and rebounds, often being in the right place at the right time. Smart movement. His intelligent movement often creates problems for defenders. He frequently targets the back post with his runs, finding space where defenders don't expect. How would Osimhen fit at United? The prospect of Osimhen in a Manchester United shirt is certainly exciting. But how would he fit into Ruben Amorim's system? Amorim has typically favored a 3-4-3 formation throughout his managerial career, though he's shown flexibility at United. Osimhen would likely take the central striker role, with United's creative players like Bruno Fernandes, Alejandro Garnacho, and Marcus Rashford providing service. The Nigerian's physical presence would give United a different option up front. Unlike Højlund and Xerxes, who are still developing their games, Osimhen is entering his prime years and could provide the consistent goal-scoring United have lacked since Cristiano Ronaldo's departure. His ability to hold up play would also benefit United's midfield runners, creating space for them to exploit. And his aerial threat would add a new dimension to United's attack, particularly from set pieces and crosses. The competition. While United may have an advantage with the release clause, they still face stiff competition for Osimhen's signature. Arsenal are reportedly interested as they look to add more firepower to their attack. Mikel Arteta's side has shown they're willing to spend big on the right players, and Osimhen would certainly fit their profile. Paris Saint-Germain, always on the lookout for star talent, remain in the background, according to reports. They apparently made a move for Osimhen after his impressive Scudetto winning season with Napoli but couldn't complete the deal. And of course, there's Juventus, who despite the complications of not having access to the release clause, still have a strong interest in bringing Osimhen back to Serie A. What would it mean for United's current strikers? If United were to sign Osimhen, what would it mean for Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Xerxes? Højlund showed promise in his first season at United, but struggled with consistency. At just 21 years old, he's still developing and could benefit from Osimhen's arrival by having less pressure on his shoulders. Xerxes, who joined last summer, has also shown flashes of his potential but hasn't yet established himself as a regular starter. Competition for places is healthy, and having three quality strikers would allow Amorim to rotate and keep everyone fresh throughout a long season. Rather than seeing Osimhen as a replacement, United fans might prefer to view him as an addition that could help the younger strikers develop while immediately improving the team's goal-scoring output. The financial reality. The biggest hurdle for United remains the financial aspect. With financial fair play regulations tightening and the club already having spent heavily in recent years, any move for Osimhen would likely require player sales first. United have several players who could leave to raise funds. Some are out of contract in the summer, while others might be sold to balance the books. This financial juggling act will be crucial in determining whether United can afford to trigger Osimhen's release clause. Is Osimhen worth the investment? His goal record suggests he could be. In the 2022-23 season, he scored 26 goals in 32 Serie A appearances, helping Napoli win their first Scudetto in 33 years. This season, he's maintained that form with 26 goals in 30 games for Galatasaray. For a United team that has often struggled to convert chances, a striker with Osimhen's efficiency could be worth every penny. What are the next steps? So what happens next in this transfer saga? Osimhen will return to Napoli at the end of his loan spell with Galatasaray. At that point, Clubs interested in triggering his release clause can begin formal negotiations with his representatives. For United, the priority will be assessing their financial situation and determining whether they can afford the move. If they decide to proceed, they'll need to convince Osimhen that Old Trafford is the right destination for him. The striker will likely have several options, and factors such as Champions League football could play a role in his decision. United's ability to qualify for Europe's premier competition could therefore be crucial in their pursuit of top targets like Osimhen. Is this the missing piece? Manchester United have had mixed success with strikers in recent years. From Romelu Lukaku to Edinson Cavani, from Anthony Martial to Wout Weghorst, the club has struggled to find a consistent goalscorer who can lead the line season after season. Could Victor Osimhen be the answer to United's prayers? His blend of physical attributes, technical skill, and proven goal-scoring record suggests he might be. At 25, he's entering his prime years and could provide the goals United need to challenge for major honors again. But as with any big transfer, there are no guarantees. The Premier League is a different beast to Serie A or the Turkish Super League, and many talented strikers have struggled to adapt to its intensity and physicality. That said, Osimhen's attributes seem well suited to English football. His strength, pace, and aerial ability would be valuable assets in the Premier League, and his finishing ability is something United desperately need. What do you think? As United fans, what do you make of these reports? Would Victor Osimhen be the right signing for Manchester United? Or should the club focus on one of the other strikers on their shortlist? Perhaps you think the money could be better spent strengthening other areas of the team? Or maybe you believe Højlund and Xerxes just need more time to develop. One thing's for sure, this summer promises to be another fascinating transfer window for Manchester United. With a new manager at the helm and clear areas to strengthen, the club's recruitment team will be busy planning for the future. The verdict? Victor Osimhen represents exactly the kind of signing Manchester United should be targeting, a proven goalscorer entering his prime years with attributes that suit the Premier League. The release clause gives United a potential advantage over domestic rivals like Juventus, but the financial aspect remains a significant hurdle. United will need to sell before they can buy, and that's never straightforward. If they can overcome these obstacles, Osimhen could be the clinical finisher United have been missing. His arrival would signal serious intent from the club and potentially provide the goals needed to return to the top of English and European football. For now, United fans can only watch and wait as this transfer saga unfolds. But with Osimhen described as one of the big stars of the next summer market, it promises to be an exciting few months ahead. What do you think about Victor Osimhen potentially joining Manchester United? Would he be the right fit for the club? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.